They, mug sweat and probably musty, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they they probably smell me, you know what I'm saying? They walking by me doing, you know what I mean, doing a little weird, funny shit, like they smelling on me or something, like they can smell me or whatever, and start laughing. So it's like, bro, that's one detail I did almost leave out, but yeah, like it was like, bro, it ain't no respect here, so. All right, y'all, welcome back, man. Another story time. This part 3. We're gonna continue talking about basically the same individual that used to be considered a brother, but nevertheless, a friend of mine or whatever from past or whatever. It's cool. I mean, I ain't really mad. I'm just letting y'all know like what's going on, and the kind of stuff I've been through that make me into the person I am. If y'all don't know, I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Fayetteville it's chill, but it might be a little time for me to go ahead and move, you know what I'm saying, see some different things and experience other things or whatever. But yeah, so basically I used to have a lot of trust in, and vice versa, he trusted me with certain things. It was times where he used to, you know what I'm saying, he served a lot of broccolini, if you know what I mean. He had a lot of broccolini all the time. That's what I'm gonna call it, just for YouTube purposes, but everybody know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like on the whole side of town, he was one of the ones that get stuff going and stuff like that, and he pretty much had a crown on, you know what I'm saying, in that little field or whatever, and ain't nobody can't take that crown from him. That's just what it is. He just had it like that, you know what I'm saying? He get it gone, So it been times, a lot of times, man, I'll be around and broccolini supplied up or whatever, and he could trust me as far as just leaving stuff around, because it's like he already knew. I don't know if it could have been a test of mine, or something to test me out or whatever, but I'm such a great friend, right, that you ain't gotta worry about me taking nothing from you. And then he used to be like super clutch anyway, you know what I'm saying, as far as like when my bread was low, that's when I was smoking a lot of broccolini or whatever and stuff. And Cuz would basically, he'll look out for me, and sometimes he'll give me stuff, and sometimes he'll be like, man, just pay me later, da da da, you know what I'm saying? And I really had appreciated that, part of him. So I can't really say like, that he was just like super, like just all around, like not a good person, cause with that, like I'm automatically nowhere near, around, like, but he had a heart, you know what I'm saying, and he would look out for me and stuff like that, and I pay him back whenever I could and stuff like that. And I always made sure I paid him back, except for this one last time where I owed him like $20 for something, and we had stopped talking then. By then, like, it was like, bro, and then I remember he was trying to say that I basically unfriended him, you know what I'm saying, out of my life, because the $20 or whatever. It's like, bro, I paid you back how many times, bro? I never owed you nothing. So why would you think off a little $20, you know what I'm saying, that I'm trying to unfriend you or whatever? Nah, bro, it's not that, bro. You know, like it was just the course of everything. So we used to be doing music. I'm gonna get straight into, you know, the meat and potatoes of why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like, we used to be doing music. Like I said on part 2, if you ain't checked that out, go check it. But it was one time, all the guys, well, a few of the guys was together, and they was at the studio. Basically, like, the studio set up, you know, where the studio was set up, you know, it was a certain house that the studio would be set up, and everybody would come and, you know what I'm saying, do their little thing or whatever. And like, I had requested, you know what I'm saying, to make a song, you know what I'm saying. I never had recorded on the studio because it was like I never had the opportunity. To be honest, I never had the opportunity really to use the studio. So this was like one time I was able to, literally like one time I was able to record. This was the only time. The studio was set up for, like, man, a good about close to a year. I mean, everybody had their stuff going and, you know, making songs or whatever. The producer used to come over, you know what I'm saying, he'll make beats right there, like, or he'll just play beats till somebody catch a vibe and be ready to record or whatever. So me, I'll sit back, I'll let everybody do their stuff, because it was a little, you know, like, kind of congested in a way of people wanting to use, because it was a lot of guys, and you know what I'm saying. So me, I'm not finna be trying to scramble and get, you know what I'm saying, tussle and just to get to the mic. I'm like, let them get all their stuff out, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I just sit back and support and all that and stuff like that. And like, when other guys was recording, especially this one particular person I'm talking about, like, everybody would have respect, you know what I'm saying. They'll be quiet. They'll, you know what I'm saying, like, the producer, he'll be on top of his game. He'll mix it and do all this stuff and send it back to him. And, you know, it was more respectful when it came to everybody else who was recording. It was always, you know, shh, be quiet, hey, y'all making too much noise, boom, 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 whatever. And you know, it meant something when they was recording. But this particular time, it was my chance to come over and record. And basically, like, when I started recording, it kind of started off, you know, a little quiet, I guess, but it was like, you know, you gotta do a bunch of takes. You might mess up on something, you might stumble over a word or whatever and stuff like that. So as it started going, everybody started talking in the background, you know what I'm saying. And I got headphones on, but I could see the movement and everybody talking and stuff. And I'm right here with the producer. We like basically in the living room or whatever. And I'm trying to get my little vocals down or whatever and stuff. So I just see all this commotion and talking. I took the headphones off. I'm like, hey, I'm looking around like, bro, these mugs ain't respecting, you know what I'm saying, my recording time or whatever. Like, it's like they don't care. So it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying, I'm still trying to, you know, get my stuff out and whatever. And I never was able to, because like, the producer, he ready to go take a little smoke break or whatever. So it's smoke breaks in between time. It's, you know, a little bit of pulling up here and there and stuff like that. Stuff like that. Like, it's just like, bro, ain't nobody taking this serious, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, dang, but I ain't even, you know what I'm saying, I ain't even worried about it. It's like, bro, like, I'm gonna have to come back another day or whatever and stuff like that. I'm thinking that. So whole time is more respect for everybody else, but when it was my turn, it wasn't the same way. So it was like, dang, like, you know, producer never called me back and was like, bro, he made the beats and stuff, man. So he never called me back and was like, yeah, he record everybody, mix it, do all that. And you know, he'll call people back, hey bro, when you gonna finish this? When you know what I'm saying? It was like nobody really respected or valued, you know what I'm saying, what I had to bring to the table. And they didn't support me in the same way that I supported them, as far as just being there. Hey, if we need to be quiet, we're gonna be quiet. We need to do a video, we're gonna push the video. You know what I'm saying, whatever. It was times where people would put money in or whatever, and wasn't nobody really putting no money in, bro, but a couple of people, probably like two, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So it wasn't really even that serious, you know what I'm saying. So when it came to like getting merch and all that or whatever, they'd spend their money on that or whatever and stuff like that. And at the time, really, I wasn't making no money, you know what I'm saying. Just still young out here, you know what I'm saying, not really working. I'm ready to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying, to put, you know what I'm saying, basically my all into the music, and you know what I'm saying, get the buzz and start doing the shows and doing all that. That's what I wanted. So I felt like, you know, I could do that, and that was kind of like in a way, like a far-fetched way of thinking, but I really believed in myself or whatever, and I didn't get that same support like I believed in everybody else. I didn't get nobody really believing in me, so I can't really blame them for that, because I was supposed to believe in myself and keep going, and which I did, you know what I'm saying, for a period of time. But I didn't believe in myself enough to still really keep going like I was supposed to. I kind of let that get in the way, you know. But they laughing in the background. I'm like, yo, what y'all laughing at? Cause for real, they was laughing about it, like about me, you know, recording or whatever and stuff like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, at the time I was going through a lot of stuff. Like, be honest with you, I was homeless basically, you know what I'm saying. So you know, it was a hot day, you know, mud, sweating, probably musty, you know what I'm saying. So like, they probably smell me, you know what I'm saying. They walking by me doing, you know what I mean, doing a little weird funny shit, like they smelling on me or something, like they can smell me or whatever, and start laughing. So it's like, bro, that's one detail I did almost leave out. But yeah, like, it was like, bro, it ain't no respect here. So, and that was after part 2. When that happened, I think that was after part 2. I had came back around after part 2 after a while. If y'all ain't watched that, like I said, go watch it. After part 2, I had came back, and you know, it took a few weeks or whatever. Then I came back around or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, felt like I'm about to record, and the whole time they was making a joke out of me basically, you know what I'm saying. No support. I mean, it's so much more to that, you know what I'm saying, as far as like the music goes, like that they did, that was just so weird and so like just predicted. Like, I could not even think that somebody would do me or try to do me the way they was doing. And I ain't gonna lie to you, especially from that person, you know what I'm saying. Like, as much as I respected them and us, you know, being that we started together and stuff like that, when it came to the rapping and all that, you know what I'm saying, I felt like if I would have had the same support, that we could have really made more out of what we made out. Cause like, like I said, I couldn't get features, you know. It was just multiple different aspects that kind of just pushed me away from even doing what I need to do as far as the music. But yeah, I didn't have the same support. But yeah, man, I just wanted to just get that part out there. Like, you know, like I said, it's so much more. That's just like you know what I'm saying, that is way more. So it's like, bro, y'all just stay tuned. just, you know, just wait for the next one. We doing part 4, man. And if you can, just hit that like button for me, man. Subscribe. I know everybody always say that, whatever, but it's more like, bro, like, I'm at 1,000 subscribers. I get some watch time. We good. We gonna go up from there, and I just need y'all help. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me if you can find it. And yeah, I know my shirt say I got a drinking problem or whatever, but I really don't. And they say the first step is you're awesome, you know what I'm saying? But I'm off work, and I'm just got a day off and got me a cold one or whatever. It ain't no problem, but it's just, you know, something, you know, a dude, you know, when you off or whatever, you don't want to never abuse nothing or whatever and stuff like that, so I don't. But I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Like I said, to the next one, we out. Hey, I feel like this outro that's coming up, man, they don't get enough love and respect, man. Hey, look, Cousin Cole, Calvin Sinatra did the outro, man. Y'all check this outro out, man. You can freestyle whatever you want to at the end of the video. But yeah, outro so cold, man, you can't even leave it out, man.